year ago, my family and I packed our bags and moved over to Canada. It still feels like yesterday. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time of seeing my face, my name is Hamzat Aminat, and I hope you consider subscribing by joining the family. And if you're already subscribed, please don't forget to turn on your post notification so you'll be the first to get notified whenever I post a new video. Well, the idea behind this channel is just to document my life as a new immigrant here. Probably if you're looking towards moving here, you can pick a thing or two. So a while back, I did a 6-month life update on my experience so far living in Canada. So I'll try and link it up in the description below. This is more or less like an updated version, and I hope to keep up with this on a yearly basis. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video of the day. The first thing I would like to start off with is that moving abroad, whether to the UK, to Canada, or to the US, has its good sides and its bad sides. What we try to do is just try to balance it up. It's not going to be a bed of roses. Definitely, it's going to be a mixture of both. There will be challenges, but I think what is important is how we try our best to overcome it. There are a number of factors that determine how well you settle into Canada or in any Western country, one of which I think is your resident permit. For me, I came in as a permanent resident, and I would say for a fact that it has greatly affected how well we settle in. I want to wonder if we came in as a student, we have to juggle working and then school, which like is the main reason we were granted access to come into the country. Another of which I think is your level of education, which would definitely help you when you're searching for a job. And also it's like your family situation. We came in as a family of 3. We have grown, and I'm so grateful to Almighty Allah for that. We are now a family of 4, and I think with this you can say that loneliness did not creep in. I did not experience, or I haven't experienced what it means to be lonely abroad, because then I have my hands full, right? So Maria and I arrived Canada on the 4th of February 2023. We arrived during winter, and believe me when I tell you Canada is cold. Yes, it is. It's not something you can survive. Once you have your right winter gears, your boots, your jackets, you're good to go. This is spring. Yes, the sun is out, but it's still cold, and why I have my jacket on now. In Canada, in Lethbridge most especially, it is very, very windy. So like I said, we all knew Canada is cold before moving down here, so we are not complaining. Rather, we just devise means on how to keep ourselves warm and survive it. Now is the time, or now I understand why once there's a bit of sunlight, whites are out. Like you see them in the parks, outside your house, just going for walk. Even the park is very busy today, most especially. So the next thing that I want to talk about is the job market. Job search in Canada is no joke. No be joke, no be beans. It takes time and commitment. I was talking with someone the other day, and I was told that it wasn't this difficult to get jobs back then, but now it's like survival of the fittest. Hence why most people trying to just integrate in towards or lean towards getting survival jobs just to make ends meet because before you know it, like 2 months, 3 months, and then the pressure and everything is there. Because for someone like us coming from Nigeria, you have to convert your naira to Canadian dollars, and we also know like the exchange rate is not helping the matter, right? So what I'd advise someone that is watching me now and wants to move here is to try to tailor your CV to the Canadian standard and start applying for jobs even before you move down here, because some people are quite fortunate to get jobs before landing. Some it takes a little while, and for someone like me, my own situation was quite different, or is quite different, because I came in pregnant and I couldn't work. But then I got an offer. So my landlady, or my landlord, owns a daycare, and so in the course of asking some questions on what is your profession and blah blah blah, now they did their due diligence before letting you own their apartment. I thought I was a teacher back home, and because she needed someone, so she was like, "Are you willing to work?" I said, "Why not?" But then Canada with certification, this certification, that, so she said I needed to do my level one early child care um, program. It's actually free for those in the province of Alberta. So you just register online. I think you have to be either a permanent resident or a citizen for you to access this. So I started the process, and then you have to do like your police certification so that you are free of any vulnerable charge, or because you'll be dealing with minors, those are children and they might be disabled. So, and some of which might be disabled in this case. So I couldn't like finish up on time because then I was pregnant and I had some little back and forth with it. So it was after I gave birth, then I completed my program. I was like, okay, I know she would have gotten someone. So I started searching for jobs in my line. So, like I said earlier, I was a teacher back in Nigeria, and I was like, okay, the best thing for me is to just walk into my path or continue in my field. And transitioning from Nigeria here is quite different. So I thought, why not start from maybe daycares, because we know the educational system there and here, they are from two worlds, right? So it will help me to better integrate into their system well. So I started submitting my CV towards the end of the year to some daycares center that needed someone, yeah, that needed someone to fill in some spots. I did interview, I passed some, but then the problem was childcare. My daughter, she was some months old then. Well, she is still some months old, but now we are like 10 months old. Then she was about 5 6 months old, just to test waters and see what applying doing their interview, and maybe I would get rejected or not. But then childcare was the problem, so I had to like stall. But I think one thing that happened was that I submitted an application also before the end of the year. So I didn't hear from anybody, and I just moved on. And I was called in January that you submitted so application, or would like to um schedule an interview for you, blah blah blah. I said, okay, yeah, why not? Why not? It was via Zoom. I did interview, and voila, that is where I'm currently working. So presently now I work as a educational assistant in a school. um it's just, for me, you're responsible for like disabled children in the school. So some have different disorders. You can have those with autism, Down syndrome, and so on and so forth. So, and I also have the opportunity to have like a one-on-one with the students in their classroom. So I get a glimpse of what it is like to be in a classroom. It's more or less like what we call observation. So I'm there just sitting back, observing how the teacher is teaching, and sometimes I just wonder how we got our own education. Like, where did we get it from? It is just like you are even motivated, you want to come to school. It's not as tedious. Yes, you do the work, but then I don't know, I can go on and on, but that would be like a separate video. So I'm presently working on trying to get my teaching license here, and it has like comes with a lot of checklists. You have to get some things from your school, the transcripts. You pay a certain fee. I'll come back, I'll make a full video on the process once I'm done. I have gotten like, either I'm qualified to teach, or I need to go back to school maybe to do maybe 1 or 2 courses. I think that would just be it for me. Moving on is the cost of living, and one thing I can tell you is that the prices have increased. There's inflation everywhere, the price of groceries, gas, and this has even influenced the house rent, which is as a result of the like hike in the interest rate. So, like, even in the start of this year, I made a video where I complained bitterly about this. We are paying 1,420 for a two-bed, one-bath basement, and at the start of the year, my landlady increased our house rent with 150. And I think this is like almost everywhere or every part in Canada. Like, there's increase in house rent. And for the cost of living or for groceries, one thing that I do is that I I tend to do more of bulk shopping. I did one at the start of this year, and I'll definitely be doing one soon, or another soon. I go to places such as Superstore, Costco, and this has really been helping me. And I also do a lot of cargoing. So I'm expecting a shipment soon, and definitely I'll be unboxing with you. My next point is the healthcare system here. Like I said earlier, when I arrived in Canada, I was pregnant, and I can testify to the fact that I received top-notch service. Like I was treated like royalty in the hospital. However, their emergency is not emergency. Like when I had a situation with my daughter, we had to take her to the emergency, and we spent about 3 to 4 hours there. I was even told that normally people spend up to 8 hours in the emergency section, that I should be grateful. One thing I know is that they have shortage of staffs, like l- less doctors, and this would definitely, or has definitely, attributed to wait time. While I was waiting, there were situations whereby some cases have to be just, they needed to attend to some cases immediately, because any delay can cause something else, which is quite understandable. So bear it in mind that emergency no be emergency for here. So the people are very nice. Canada is a multicultural, very diverse country, because we have people coming in from different parts of the world. So they're generally polite people, they are nice, they are cheerful. So far so good. I haven't had any encounter of racism. It has just been pretty good. So let's see and hope it continues this way. So the next thing is social life. I am currently trying to build a community, because this would help to keep you busy with different activities. Intentionality is key. There are different things that I hope to explore, different places that I hope to explore once the weather gets better. Um, um, like Lethbridge is a small town, and there are places that I haven't even gone to. I'd love to go, and then we have lots of neighboring towns as well before we start to go for international trips, right? Let's start from local. So in here also there are like different programs for family. We have one that is called Family Center. Like I have a baby, we can go for it's called Parent Cafe. So you come in, and then as mothers you get to interact with other mothers. There are those that are for like we have adult cooking class. I attended one with Sophia the other day, and I have the video somewhere. And we go to the library, we visited the library. Like library is like my daughter's favorite place to go, because she loves reading, and there are also different activities there. You get to meet people. I've been there and I've met like someone who invited me over, but I no go. So that's another matter for another day. Yes, I want to meet people, but then I am still dragging my feet. I know. I'm just trying to work my way into becoming very confident about it. Like, to wrap this all up, everyone's journey is different. The cup is either half empty or half full. It just depends on how you're looking at it. So just have it at the back of your mind that Canada is not designed to make you rich. But for me, I have stability and peace of mind. That is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.